So I think the last video for the time being anyway. So I've had a bit of a clean up here. I've checked the gudging pin and there we go, in the bore, in the small end rather, and it's okay. I don't say as I'm unhappy with that. I've taken the seals out, the pushrod tube seals. I've cleaned up a little bit. I did a bit more cleaning up to do on that crankcase face, but I've taken the valves out now. Everything's stripped down with regards to the valves. It's all pretty straightforward. I'm going to go for 2 valves because there is a little bit of wear on the stem of the inlet valve. So 2 valves. Probably might go for rocker fingers as well, because the rocker fingers are quite worn. Kind of depends how much they are, really. I mean, I can do them at any time, I guess. So anyway, yeah, I might go down that route. What was I going to show? Yeah, the rings, the piston rings. So this is the oil ring, and if I just drop that in there, I think that's about faced up about right. If I just drop that in there, that gap, the piston ring, let's get those lined up so you can see it better. The piston ring gap should be 25 thou. That, at a rough guess, is at least double that. At least. So, I'm thinking, well, I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to measure the piston again very shortly. It's a standard piston. It's never been out and played around with. But it's a Hepalite. So there's the Hepalite symbol. And Hepalite were the original pistons. So that's how I know that's original. So I need to measure that in a minute. Measure the bottom half of the bore just to see if, you know, how that sort of stacks up. And then get new valve guides fitted. I've cleaned the head up. I'm going to get the head and the barrel vapor blasted, I think, just to... I don't quite know what to do with that yet. I don't want it to look stupid up against the side of the block, you know, the crankcases. But, you know, I want it to look right. And I've got a good opportunity to clean it all up while I'm here. So I might well do that. But that's the plan. So, yeah, I'm going to send these off to Conway's. They're going to put a new, I think, liner in. And an oversized piston. I might go plus 20. I don't want to go plus 50. Or I could go plus 60 actually. But then, of course, that gives me about 590 cc's. Which is not good if I'm not going to play around with the bottom end. Because I don't want to overstress anything. It's already... yeah, not, you get the picture, I guess. But yeah, that's the cylinder head. The new stuff now comes with seals around the tops of the valves, valve seals, whereas this didn't have. And again, that's another indication that this has never been a pot. It's amazing, really. I mean, this is a 1949 model. So this engine would have been built in 1949, 48 maybe. And it was an old HRD engine, as you can see. It's transition. I mentioned transition thing. The other thing you can see is the crankcase. The numbers are matching 23. So for an original bike, an original engine, I don't think that's bad. I think 76 years old. That's a massive testament, I think, to Vincent. The fact that the bike was still bloody running. But anyway. Yeah, I'll kind of do a measure up and I'll do one more video maybe to show you that afterwards.